Hello everyone, so in this video I'm going to show you how to solve a coding problem either on Codeforces or any other competitive programming website. So what happens in a competitive programming contest is that you're able to solve some problems and you're not able to solve some problems. Now the problems that you're not able to solve matter more, and the reason for that is the problems that you are not able to solve actually contribute to your learning. The problem that you were able to solve doesn't really contribute to your learning. So upsolving is the most important thing for improvement in competitive programming. So how should you properly upsolve a problem? A lot of people get confused over this, whether they should jump directly to the editorial, whether they should watch a video tutorial, whether they should wait for a day or two. So I'm going to tell you how you should properly upsolve a problem to maximize your learnings. So if you were not able to solve the problem in the contest, it might be due to one of two reasons. One, you read the problem, but you were not able to get any approach on how to solve it. So you read the problem, you understood the problem, but you couldn't think of any approach on how to solve it. Or second, it might be the case with you that you read the problem and you could think of an approach on how to solve it, and you even coded it out, but your approach and your solution kept failing on a particular test case. And as test cases are hidden, you couldn't figure out what test case it was failing into. So if this is the case with you, that you thought of an approach but it kept failing on a particular test case, then this is what you should do. So as soon as the contest ends, the test cases are revealed. Wait for that to happen, and as soon as the test cases are revealed, find that test case where your code kept failing and either optimize your approach or modify your approach, whatever it takes to get an AC. And still, if you're not able to get an AC, then read the editorial and again either optimize your approach or modify your approach to get an AC. But what if you were not able to get any approach to the problem? What if you couldn't find anything on how to solve the problem? Then this is what you should do. As soon as the contest ends, take a deep breath and take a break from the computer. What's done is done. Take either 15-20 minutes or up to an hour break from your computer, and after an hour, return to your workstation and try to solve the problem again with a fresh mindset. So if you were missing something, then most probably you'll get it now, because you're no longer under the pressure of that contest environment. And still, if you're not able to think anything, then spend either 15 to 20 minutes on an easy problem or half an hour for a tough problem. After that, if you're still not able to think anything, then this is what you should do. Go to the editorial and read few lines and try to take hints. And sometimes even tags are given, like this problem has a tag of binary search, this problem has a tag of graphs, and read that and again try to solve the problem. Still, again, spend either 15 to 20 minutes if it's an easy problem or half an hour if it's a tough problem. Still, if you're not able to solve the problem, then read the editorial, but do not look at the code. I see a lot of people, and as soon as the contest ends, they start looking at other people's code, and that's really not a good habit. So read the editorial, but do not look at the code. Understand the editorial and then try to code it yourself. What if you're not able to understand the editorial? So look at the editorial, you read the editorial, but you're still not able to understand what it is that the editorialist is trying to do. So you can do one of two things in this case. Go on YouTube and look up video tutorials for the problem. So there's a lot of people who upload video tutorials for these kind of problems. For example, on Codeforces, we have Naban Bansal, who uploads video tutorials for almost every Codeforces rounds. So look at such video tutorials and try to understand the solution to the problem from the video tutorials. But still, if you're not able to understand the solution to the problem, even after looking at video tutorials, then this is what you should do. So the website that you're using, there would be a discussion forum to that. For example, on Codeforces, we have a discuss area where people can post blogs and people can comment on those blogs. So go to the editorial blog of the Codeforces round, and in there leave a comment explaining what issue you're facing and in what problem you're facing that issue. So write in a neat, clean and understandable way that I'm facing this issue in this problem, and also link your code if possible. And then someone will get back to you, someone will help you with it, and you'll be able to understand whatever it is that you were lacking. Now, after going through all of these hurdles, when you finally manage to solve the problem, when you finally manage to get accepted on the problem, when you finally get that green tick on the problem, don't just let this problem go and move on to the next problem. This is what you should do. So this is like the bonus tip for you. So create a Google Doc or any other note, it doesn't matter. So create a Google Doc and in there store this problem that you were not able to solve, and store the reason you were not able to solve it. For example, if the problem required Dijkstra's algorithm and you didn't know Dijkstra's algorithm, so store that problem in the doc and store the name of that algorithm, store Dijkstra's algorithm. So store it in a Google Doc. And what you should do with that doc is after a couple of weeks, after a week or two, again go back to that doc after a couple of weeks and try to solve this problem again without looking at the solution, without looking at any hint. Again, try to solve the problem from scratch. And if you're able to solve the problem this time, then congratulations, you were able to learn something from that problem, and that problem actually contributed to your knowledge, which helped you in getting better. But if you're not able to solve the problem again after 2 weeks, then that means that you're still lacking in that concept. And again, read up that concept, brush up on that concept, and you'll be able to understand and you'll be able to improve. So storing this in a particular document really helps you in figuring out where you went wrong, and it'll help you increase your knowledge altogether. Now, the video has already gotten long enough, and I'd like to close this on a note saying that don't lose motivation if you were not able to solve a problem. Don't lose hope, don't get demotivated. Everyone makes mistakes, and what's more important than making mistake, what's more important is that you learn from those mistakes, and that's the entire idea of Upsolving. So if you're not able to solve a problem, then don't worry about it, it's just gonna add to your knowledge. So that's all guys. If you like the video, then do give it a like and comment, and do subscribe to the channel. I plan to make more videos on computer programming, TSA and lesson preparation. So that's it. Thank you.